Good morning, dear students. Students, in the previous class, we have completed chapter 3, that is arithmetic progression. Okay, now today I am going to start lesson number 4, financial planning. Okay, so let me start that. So, students, today we are going to start lesson number 4, financial planning. Already we have learned something about financial planning in ninth class. In standard ninth, we have learned how to solve word problems related to saving, expenditure and all. Also, we have learned how to calculate tax according to the age. Right? Now, in 10th class, our main topic is to learn about GST. Students, what is GST? What is full form of GST? GST is basically goods and service tax. See, whenever you purchase anything, right, you give some tax to the shopkeeper. Whatever item you purchase, you will see there is written MRP. MRP means what? Maximum retail price inclusive of all taxes. So already you are paying tax to the shopkeeper, and on behalf of you, shopkeeper will pay tax. Okay, so always whatever we purchase, we give some tax to the shopkeeper or where we are purchasing that. Okay, so earlier there were many taxes, like you can see in this table. Earlier we have custom duty, service tax, excise duty, VAT, CST, CVD, luxury tax and all. There are many tax, entertainment tax and all. But from 1st of July 2017, Narendra Modi government announced one nation one tax, and that is what? GST. Okay, so in 10th class basically you will learn how to calculate GST, and you will solve sums related to that. Okay, now we will learn how to calculate tax. Students, you can see here one tax invoice given in the textbook. Let us try to learn what is written in this tax invoice. Okay, now see, this is the title, tax invoice of goods purchase. Means whenever you go to the shop, you purchase many items, right? Many groceries. So if that shopkeeper gives you proper bill of that, that is known as invoice, and this invoice gives you complete detail of whatever you have purchased from that shop. Now let us learn what are the details written in this tax invoice. Okay, now let us see what is written in this tax invoice. First thing is what? Supplier. Supplier means what? Your shopkeeper who is supplying you the service. See, here you can see address is written here. Okay, see, this is the name of the shop, this is the address. You can see here mobile number is there and email address of that shop. Okay, so this is address of the shopkeeper, and then this is invoice number, GST/110. This is the title of the invoice, means the serial number of the invoice. Now see, this is what? GST identification number. GST identification number. IN means identification number. This is unique for every shop. Okay, and see, in this there are 15 digits: 2 7 A B C D E 1 2 3 4 H 1 Z 5. Okay, this is 15 digits. Now I will tell you what are these 15 digits later. And this is the date of invoice when you have purchased the items. Okay, so this is basic details. Now see, this is the data of whatever you have purchased, and see, this is serial number column. This is HSN code. HSN code is unique for every item. See, whenever you purchase anything from the mart, or you can say DMart and all, or you can purchase from mall, see, for every item there is one barcode, and in that barcode you will see this HSN number. Okay, so for every items we have different HSN number. Now see, this is HSN number of payday, and the rate of the payday is rupees 400 per kg, and he has purchased 500 grams, means half kg, and this is the rate of per kg. So half kg means price will be 200 rupees. Then you can see here two types of taxes are there, CGST and SGST. CGST means what? Central Goods and Service Tax. SGST means what? State Goods and Service Tax. See, whatever GST you give now, half of that GST goes to CGST and half of that goes to SGST. Okay, and this is the total means what? You are adding your taxable value, means whatever the price is of that particular grocery, and then you have to add CGST as well as SGST. So this is 200 plus 5 becomes 210 rupees. And see here, rate of CGST is also there, that is 2.5, and also rate of SGST. So 2.5% of 200 gives you 5 rupees, and here also you will get same amount. Okay, in this way for payday you will pay 210 rupees. Similarly for chocolate, you can see 80 rupees is the price, and you have purchased one bar, so that is the price of that chocolate will be 80 rupees, and the rate of CGST is 14% and also of SGST. Now you will calculate for 14% of 80, you will get 11.20. Okay, similarly for SGST also, and the total amount is 102.40. Similarly you can do for ice cream and bread and butter. Okay, so you have purchased total 5 items, and here total amount of each of the item is given, and finally you will add all the amounts, and that will be the total amount which you will give to the shopkeeper. Okay, so students, we have seen this table, and see, in this table you can get perfect detail of each and every item. Now what is remaining? Let us learn what these 15 digits represent. Okay, so see, here you can see that this is 15 digit GST number, GST identification number. Now see, this 27 belongs to Maharashtra state code, that is 2 digit code for state code, and we live in Maharashtra, and Maharashtra state code is 27. Now these 10 digits, A, B, C, D, E, 1, 2, 3, 4, H, these 10 digits will be of PAN card. See, whenever you start a business, you can get the PAN card of that business. So that 10 digit PAN card is this. Then 1 represents you have one registration. Suppose you have 2 shops, then you will have one registration for first one and second for second one. So this one represents how many registration you have. Then Z is same for all, default, by default Z is for everyone. Now 5 represents check some digits, and this digit is important when you give GST amount to the GST portal. Okay, means whenever you do online transaction, that 5 plays important role in that. So basically how many digits? 10 digit PAN card number, then 27 is state code, then 1Z5. So total 15 digit numbers you will get every time whenever you do GST registration. Okay, understood now? Then what is HSN? HSN you can see here, harmonized system of nomenclature. So HSN is for just the purpose of nomenclature of whatever you are having. Okay, so till now what we have learned? We have learned how to make your GST invoice for goods purchase. First thing is what? You will write all the details of supplier. First you will write address, then mobile number, then email address of that person, that shop. Then you are having invoice number. Okay, then on the right hand side you will write GST identification number and the date of the invoice. and then you will fill all the details whatever is required for the uh, purpose of representing our data. Okay, so you can see there are five data, and see the columns total 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 columns are there. Okay, and then you will have total amount whatever is there. Student, one more thing, when you make GST, when your company business financial year turnover exceeds 20 lakh rupees, then only you have to compulsory make your GST at GST. Okay, means you have to register your shop under GST if your financial year income exceeds 20 lakh rupees. Now students, you can see one another tax invoice, and this is related to service. See, earlier we have learned how to make tax invoice of goods purchase. Now we will learn how to make tax invoice of services provided. Services means what? You are going to hotel, or you are going to something tourist places and all. So in that case you are using service. Okay, so in that case you will be given that tax invoice of whatever service you have used. Okay, so these kind of invoices even useful in the case of entertainment when you go to cinema halls and all. So in that case you will get this type of tax invoice. Now see, this is the tax invoice of the hotel. See, this is the address of that tax invoice, that hotel, then mobile number, email that you have written in that also. Now see, in that case we write invoice number here, but in this case here invoice number is written, that is top right corner. Then GST number is written left hand side, and invoice date as it is. Okay, so all the details are there just like before. Only the thing is what, here we are writing in different way. Now see, in this case you are having service accounting code. Okay, so whatever service you are using, that code here we are writing instead of HSN. And then food items, whatever you are taking the food items for your purpose, then the quantity means how many quantity you have taken, right? Then rate, then taxable amount, then CGST and SGST, and also if you want you can add here total also. Okay, so this table you are going to fill it by your own. Okay, this will be homework for you, and you all will definitely write this. Okay, now see, in this chapter basically we are going to solve only first two exercise. All the remaining exercises are omitted, right? You know, due to COVID-19 some syllabuses are reduced, and that is why we are going to learn only first two exercises. Okay, now first exercise is basically how to calculate GST, how to calculate CGST, how to calculate SGST. On that you will learn first exercise. So already you know GST. Now CGST and SGST are always equal, and they are half of GST. Means our formula will be CGST is equal to SGST is equal to GST upon 2. Okay, so what formula I told? CGST is equal to SGST is equal to GST upon 2. So students, this is the formula which we are going to use in this chapter. Okay, see the formula. In this formula you can see CGST is equal to SGST is equal to GST upon 2. Always remember this formula. So on the basis of this formula we will do first exercise in the next class. Okay, so for today what we have learned? We have learned basic terms which are going to be important in this chapter, and then we have learned how to make table, invoice table. Okay, and then we have learned this formula, CGST is equal to SGST is equal to GST upon 2. So you all remember this formula and whatever we have learned today. Okay, revise it, or you can see this video twice so that you can understand properly whatever terms we are going to do in this. Okay, so for today I am stopping my lecture. Thank you.